Hello, friends. So, we just read the book The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and we learned that this caterpillar loves to eat so many different kinds of foods. Now that we've read The Hungry Caterpillar and we were introduced to the character of the caterpillar, do you think we can make our own caterpillars, but instead of making our caterpillars hungry, make them very colorful? We're going to be making our own very colorful caterpillars using shapes, lines, and color. Those are all three elements of art we've learned in the past several weeks that hopefully we know pretty well by now. We know different types of lines are like straight lines, curvy lines, zigzag lines, and twisty lines or spiral. We've learned that there are a lot of different types of shapes. There are squares and circles and triangles, rectangles, and rhombuses, which are like diamonds. And then we learned the colors of the rainbow and the order of the colors of the rainbow. We learned Roy G. Biv, and we learned how to put them in order. And we made rainbows. So now we'll be putting all three of those together. And we'll be making some very colorful caterpillars. For this, you will need a piece of paper, preferably a pencil, and then a marker. I'm going to put my paper just up on the whiteboard for you guys to follow along with me. Alright, so let's go ahead and start to make our colorful caterpillars. We're going to start, I'm using a black marker so that you guys can see what I'm doing, but I would do it in pencil for you, so in case you mess up, you can erase it. Alright, so we're going to start just with shapes. And our caterpillar is going to have, its body is going to have 6 shapes in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But those shapes can be any types of shapes that you want. So I'm going to start over here on the side of the paper in the middle. And I'm just going to draw any shape I would like. I'm going to make it kind of big so that I can put details in it, and if it's too small, I can't put much detail in it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the next shape, the second shape, make it any type of shape I want. I think for this one, I'll do a square, and I'm going to put it right up next to that first shape. And just keep going until you get 6. So that's 4. I need 2 more. Awesome. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes in a row, and some of the shapes are different. Your shapes can all be different. Now, in that first shape, that's going to be the head of the caterpillar, so we need to draw a face in that shape. I'm just going to do a smile, 2 eyes, and then I'm going to add some antennas. The rest of the shapes here are going to be like the body of the caterpillar, so they need some legs. I'd put about 2 legs on each shape at the bottom. 1, 2, and they all have little feet. Alright. So, we're done with shapes now, and we're going to move on to lines. And we're going to put some fancy patterns inside the shapes of the body of the caterpillar. Caterpillar's face can just be the face. But now we're going to use some lines. So let's think of the different types of lines we have learned. We've learned straight lines. We've learned curvy lines. We have learned zigzag lines. We have learned spirally lines and twisty lines. Okay, so I'm just going to start in that first shape there and choose any type of line I want and repeat it until I fill up that whole shape. This one kind of looks like stripes. Straight lines repeated over and over again make stripes. This one here, I'll do some spiral, or just one big spiral inside. And the next one, I'll do something different. I'll do some curvy ones. Two more. I'll come back to straight for this one. Okay. All right. And there's our caterpillar with shapes and lines. Now, though, we need to color. And our caterpillar needs to be colored the order of the rainbow. So I'm going to get my crayons. You can use whatever coloring items you have. I'm going to start with the first color of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv helps us remember the order. So R of Roy G. Biv is the letter R, and that stands for red. So the head of the caterpillar is going to be red. The second letter, so R, O for orange, is the second one. You can color that one, the second shape in orange. So we have Ro of Roy G. Biv. The third letter of Roy G. Biv, Roy E. Some Y's can make an E sound. So E sounds like E, but it's actually Y for yellow. So we have Roy of Roy G. Biv in our caterpillar. So as we got Roy, now we have G of Roy G. Biv. Roy G, and G stands for green. We're almost there. So Roy G. Biv. B for blue. So we have Roy G. But we still have IV left. IV. I stands for indigo, and V stands for violet. And indigo and violet are both just fancy words for two different kinds of purple. Indigo is like a blue purple, while violet is like a red purple. But any purple you use will be fine for that last one. Okay, we are done with our very colorful caterpillar. But right now our caterpillar is kind of floating out in the air or in space. So we need to give him something, or her, something to stand on. Or it. Something to stand on, excuse me. So I think I might draw my caterpillar standing in some grass in the ground, so a bunch of zigzag lines. Yours can be standing on a branch or a leaf if you would like. Okay? It's up to you, whatever you want to be around your caterpillar. I've seen some people do rainbows in the background. Some people have done clouds in the sky or the sun. Maybe I'll do the sun. And maybe a flower behind him. Pretty. So I will go and I will color in the whole background too. The grass and the sky and the flower. And those are our very colorful caterpillars after reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. I really hoped you guys enjoy, and I can't wait to see what your very colorful caterpillar looks like. I think I would like to name my caterpillar. The last one here, I named Fred. This one that's on the board, can you guys help me with a name? What would you name this very colorful caterpillar? Whatever you come up with, I'm sure is great. Can you name your own too? Awesome. Maybe write the name on the paper with your caterpillar. Can't wait to see these guys. Have a wonderful fall break.